Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we'll be doing a quick pose of a person in a standing position. So just standing straight, and we will just explore one or two different angles with this. So we have ourselves the basic framework. So we'll put in this vertical line and we'll place the body centrally around this. So the head will be somewhere here, let's say. So just put an oval or an egg shape, come down, that is the neck. So we have to show this from, not from the straight angle, like not from the face angle. We're showing it slightly from this perspective. So the left side of the body is more toward our view in this case. So we'll put the arc for the shoulders, put in a pair of delts. It's just the common routine practice. So as you see that this portion is a little smaller than this, because as I had said that it'll be tilted that way, and we can actually, even in a standing pose, do certain things with our object here, or the person in this case. So lower body somewhere around there. So I'll push this up a little bit, just see if we can see this okay. And yeah, somewhere here. Okay, so legs. So rounds for the shins and the calves, and the feet will be somewhere around there. Now we can do one of like so many things with this. So to start off, I'll use a light color and just put in the core details. Okay, so I've made a fist because it's easier to work with a fist than to work with, well, unless you begin to put in all the details, that is a different thing, but otherwise just from the outset the fist is easier to work with. So I'm coming down to the legs here, just proportioning them enough, and then from that particular angle I'm putting in the legs in that manner. So that foot is facing us more, so that's a more perspective thing than this one, which is laid out from that angle. And then the head I haven't put in place yet, but I will in a second, because that is a separate exercise of its own. Now, even in this standing position, you could do a few things, like just like a few moments to make the action more dynamic in itself. So I've just switched the leg over to that angle, and then the calf right there, shin, and brought it back like so. So there's the groin area, and I've left that leg as it was for now with this particular pose. And as you see that just with the slightest tilt, we have managed to make well, it's not a different action, but it is definitely a different posture, with the quads more outlined here and the muscle structure will be more defined because it seems that there's more weight falling in this kind of pose on this particular leg. And it looks quite, I mean, especially if it's a very fit figure, it looks like quite imposing. So you could do that thing where, you know, the Superman like thing where you put the hands right there and it becomes a tad bit more dynamic right away. So it's all like rough, but I mean, of course, that is, again, we're just exploring different options here. So as you see that with that little tilt, we can achieve like so many things here. And as for the head, you could do one of two things here. Actually, we can do many things here with the head. So you could have him just like look straight at us. So eyes, nose, smiling mouth right there, or you could have him look down. So eyes, nose, mouth. So looking down also works, or you could also have him look, so especially in this pose where the arms are placed on the hips here, you know, the Superman pose, have him look that way. So eyes, nose, and mouth. So all those dynamic things just with a little change and shift of the leg. You could like have them like farther apart. You could have this leg, you could place this leg even like farther, or you could make it into a slightly heightened perspective and show a larger foot here. But I mean, that is not really fitting. If you, in a standing pose, if you keep it as close as possible, unless you're looking at it from an angle from above or below, you should keep it as close as possible, and that looks good. So I hope that this was of some help. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.